Good morning. Welcome to City Hall here in Paterson, where we have now designated May 16th, 2025, officially Guido Gonzales Jr. Day. And this couldn't come at a better time because we're trying to catch football fever here in the city of Paterson. As a matter of fact, yesterday we made a major announcement that 2 professional soccer teams are coming to call Paterson home and will be playing at Hinchliffe Stadium. The men's team will start next year and the women's team will start in 2027. We want to make sure that we do capitalize on the World Cup returning to the United States of America. But today we're here to celebrate one of our own, a hometown hero, a young man who was born at St. Joseph's Hospital to Peruvian immigrant parents. I went to Peru. It's one of the most memorable experiences, especially Machu Picchu. And the Papa La Huancaína wasn't so bad either. Vamos a tal. Young man grew up in Paterson's Riverside. He went to St. John's Cathedral School, John Paul II, and then Don Bosco Tech, if anyone remembers that. I'm sure Abe does, but he was a Paul VI guy. And Guido developed a passion for soccer at Pennington Park, which we just recently renovated because there are so many soccer enthusiasts here in Paterson. But his list of accomplishments is lengthy. He was the USL Championship Final 4th official in 2018, Referee of the Year in the USL in 2019, NWSL Championship Final Referee in 2018, MLS All-Star Referee in 2024, MLS Cup Referee in 2024, US Soccer Male Referee of the Year 2024 as well, and FIFA International Referee Panel 2025. You can applaud for some of that. Now, first male ever referee from Paterson to be the United Soccer Federation's Referee of the Year. And so today we're celebrating history in the making, in what we now will allude to as Soccer City. That is how we're branding Paterson. And I just spotted someone who's going to make Soccer City manifest in Paterson, the gentleman who brought back Hinchliffe Stadium, the developer who joined me yesterday in making that major announcement relative to the 2 new soccer teams that'll call Hinchliffe Stadium home, Baye Adolfo Wilson. Baye, come on. Baye, come on, share a few words here. Baye, you're late, but you're right on time. Come on now. Yes.
It's great to see everyone here. As you mentioned, I'm Baye Adolfo Wilson, one of the developers of Hinchliffe Stadium, but also a chairperson and co-founder of North Jersey Pro Soccer. And we're bringing a professional soccer team, USL League One team, 2 teams actually, men's in 26 and the women's team in 27. And Paterson has a rich and amazing history of soccer. And there's one thing that's awesome to see is when you see somebody from Paterson on national television doing work. And you see that with this brother right here. And so it's really exciting to see that. You see it all over. There's a rich history of amazing athletes that have come out of the city in all types of sports. Soccer, basketball, football, baseball. But for us to continue that tradition and to really make sure that young people see it. And I think the accessibility that you provide to Paterson youth, so they can look up and say, all right, I want to be like you. I think it's important. And so, congratulations.
Yes. And Baye wants everybody to stay tuned because we will have another announcement relative to the soccer teams that are coming and what their name or names will be. That'll be in July. Right, that is correct. That's what we consider like a little bit of a teaser. But there's no spoiler alerts here. Well, maybe in my room. Anyway, in my office. This wouldn't have been possible without a son of South Paterson. Gentlemen, I met on a bus on our way to high school. In fact, he's written about Arab Americans. He's done documentaries as well. He himself is a very prominent Arab American, not only in the city of Paterson, state of New Jersey, but here in the United States. And at this time, I want to call forward a young man who made this all possible, Abe Casbo, who in his own right is a very successful basketball coach. Coach Casbo.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. You know, growing up in Paterson, it's always great to kind of come back and see all the good things that are happening. And I'm not going to call him Guido, because I've been calling him Guido since 1985.
He's going to change it.
And we're going to continue to do that. All right? And I think I'm the only person that does that. So thank you for allowing me to do that. But, you know, Paterson has such a rich tradition of folks who have come through the system, who have come through the public school systems. And I think this is just such an appropriate day to recognize Guido here and his accomplishments. But ultimately, Guido wants to come back to Paterson. He wants to get back to Paterson. Those are the conversations that we have. So while I think this is a great day, it doesn't stop here. This, you know, Guido's legacy continues, and it's going to continue with his involvement in the city, in the sport, and in this community. So Guido, thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey since 1985. Mr. Mayor, thank you for the recognition. And, you know, congratulations. Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks again. I really appreciate Abe stepping up, bringing to our attention your most recent accomplishment amongst the so many. But I want to tell you, and this is to dovetail on what Abe was saying, Paterson is a city of champions. In almost every sport, we've had someone win a championship. For example, baseball, Larry Doby won a World Series. Victor Cruz salsa'd his way to a Super Bowl with the Giants. It's true. 2 champions in boxing, Kendall Holt and now Shadeja Green, who's the first woman not only from Paterson, but from the state of New Jersey to win a boxing championship. We've also, believe it or not, talked about baseball and football. We've had a basketball champion, Abe, and it's women's basketball, WNBA Essence Carson. And last but certainly not least, we've had a soccer champion in Paterson. Not sure if you're aware, we had a young man from Paterson, won a MLS championship with the Columbus Crew. Yeah, very good, he knows, Derek Etienne Jr. So again, a city of champions, and we're celebrating a champion, an official champion. And I want people who are watching, who like soccer, and maybe you won't be playing the sport, but maybe you can draw inspiration from Guido Gonzales Jr. I really want to call you Guido too, I love that name. Abe and I grew up with a lot of Guidos. Wearing Cavaricis in Paterson. You like that, Arthur? But nevertheless, we are going to commit ourselves more to soccer in this city. A generous woman donated a futsal field at Eastside Park. In addition to these 2 soccer teams that are coming, my wife is working with MLS, so we get their MLS Go program to come here for youth development. And this past spring break, Paterson Public Schools, when they were off, we held a free 1-week clinic for the kids in soccer at Pennington Park. So it's all coming full circle. But today it's about you. It's about a young man that we're all proud of, a young man that I hope other individuals aspire to be like. And I really appreciate the fact that you showed me your history at Hinchliffe Stadium. Because the reason why we brought it back is for moments like that. So people on their phones, we live in a scroll society, you said, Abe, right? 20 years from now, we'll scroll and say, look at that game with Ecuador, like Barcelona. Look who the referee was, Guido. Then they scroll down further and say, wait a minute, look at Guido, 1992. He was on that same field. So we're making more memories here in the city of Paterson, and I am proud as the mayor, to present this proclamation to one of our own on May 16, 2025, officially known now as Guido Gonzales Jr. Day. Please. Abe said you want to give a 45-minute speech. 46, sorry. We don't want to shortchange him.
First off, thank you, Mayor and Abe, for making this possible. I like to start, as my wife will be the main one to tell you, my family, that I've always been proud of being from Paterson.
Thank you.
Even when I was away for a little bit, even as I've gone on through the years in my career, Paterson will always hold a very special place in my heart. In fact, when my wife and I were dating, we lived in Woodland Park, and I wanted to take her for a walk one day. And I took her to a walk from Woodland Park down McBride Avenue, straight to the falls. She'd never done that before. She'd driven down the street so many times, but to me, that walk along the river, the sights, walking into the falls area, just will always be the image that everyone had, the special image that the city has. And to this day we joke about it, but that was a romantic walk down McBride Avenue. I know, as a soccer guy, I do remember that my passion for the game began at Pennington Park, with my uncles, with my family, with my father. And up until through high school, it was my home field. And I've carried that with me everywhere I go. Speaking to my bosses, one of the things that kind of distinguishes me from the crowd is my grit. I have a little bit of that urban attitude, and I use that as a referee. That's how I carry myself, and that's how I'll always be. But I'm proud that grit, that determination, and that hard work comes from the environment that I grew up in Paterson. So wherever I go, I will represent.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. And again, thank you for this day.
You still got 44 minutes.
I'm okay. We're in stoppage time now.
That's good. He's a ref, you gotta officiate.
Yeah. So thank you, and I look forward to working with more, giving back to the community.
Yes.
And hopefully we get another referee out of the city of Paterson.
Yes. I appreciate what you said as far as grit is concerned, because we do consider ourselves to be a very gritty city.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start using that as far as urban attitude is concerned. We have an urban attitude. But I was thinking, I think one day maybe with the USL, if we're playing a championship here, he can come home and referee that match. Congratulations again, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Again, Guido Gonzales Jr. Day in the city of Paterson.